walking through the living room just now. My dad's watching a documentary on Woodstock, and the guy's saying something like, so many people in such a close quarters, no police, we've had no incidents, they are here assembling peacefully, whatever else. It's amazing. I'm not a historian, and I certainly am not a historian on the subject of Woodstock. Maybe there was some incident that happened there, but if there wasn't, if there was no criminal activity reported, and these people all got together in just these very suspicious kind of situation where you have a ton of people really close together and they're getting real emotional through music and stuff, that they didn't just tear the place apart or no one got hurt or anything like that. I would propose it's because these people gathered together with a common belief. I'm using this word in a very particular way. These people wanted to believe in something. I think we all do. I'm not supposing really, anything to the contrary. But these people were unified in their belief of something, the cultural belief, what culture should do, what people should do, the whole, 60s, 70s sort of thing that was going on that I think most people know about, especially if you're an American. I watched a YouTube video. I can't really call it a YouTube video. It was just a recording of one guy's lecture, and I'll see if I can find it again. I don't think I'll be able to, but he was looking at different products in the market and their success and their failure, and his argument was that a product that's successful will give people something to believe in, and he compared Macintosh with TiVo. Macintosh, for all intents and purposes, has its problems. I have 2 Mac computers. I just buy them because they last longer. But that, if you talk with most Mac users, they believe something about it. There is something psychological at work. And then he compared that with TiVo, which is an immensely useful thing if you just look at it objectively, unless you like commercials or this kind of thing. I don't. I'm assuming you don't either. Just a tremendously useful tool. But its sales have never really gotten up off the ground, at least to the point of this guy making that video. And he supposes that it's not just the product solving your problems. You have to believe in something. When you're a Mac user and you say, I'm a Mac user, you're part of a club. You really are. If you, just like if you say, I love the Broncos, or I love the, someone's probably booing, the Broncos. No, not the Broncos. You want the Steelers, or you want the 49ers or whatever. Football teams in America. There's something to believe in. And it gave me a thought, the idea that I just got out of James's Stickam. We were talking about politics in there. And he said a few curious things in text that had me thinking when I heard this thing about Woodstock. And I would propose something to you. Especially in politics. We have all these different ideas on how people would best run their lives, the best form of government, if you will. And perhaps that means no government, with the anarchists, whatever they might claim. I'd propose that if you could get a group of people that believed in one thing, one unified thing, you could get any one of those governments to work swimmingly. Communism, anarchism, capitalism, any of those. I really believe it. I think really the power of it is that people, the power of belief makes stuff work. It's one thing to make an argument to say that, okay, devoid of that, what is the best form of government? I mean, that's generally how we approach the conversation, I think. I hope. But the idea of belief I sometimes wonder if all of this belly aching is misplaced, at least in part, because we would assume that, like, say that we were to section off everyone and say, like, okay, all the anarchists, you can fucking have Antarctica. I don't know. Where would you stick them? You have Nevada. I don't know. All the free capitalists, you know, you go somewhere else, and wherever. We all segregate each other into different corners of the globe by belief, by ideology. And I bet a lot of us would make it work, and it would be very confounding to the objective thinker, thinking like, wait, these are all competing viewpoints. Why are they all working? Why are they all working? So I guess the practical question is, what system works in spite of people's believing that it won't work? I mean, that's the whole point of, say, science, is it not? Especially, say, medical science, really any science, but would say like, whoa, I don't think this will work, doc. I don't think this will work. I'm just going to die. I'm just going to die. And the doctor says, no, you're not going to die. It'll be fine. We're just going to cut you open. You're going to do what? Yeah, we're going to cut you open. We're going to remove the little doohickey and you're going to be fine. No, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work. But it works anyway. So what is the power of belief? It's a psychological thing that I think binds people into sociality, of some kind of sociality. That if you were to get people, I think that's the way communes work. You have all these people who are just like, you know, hey man, totally tubular, just like, peace out. They get together, like-minded people get together, and they make it work. If you were to try to take that model, though, and impose that on people who might have a difference of opinion, it probably won't work. This is to say that even a bad system could work if people believed in it. What's the implication of that? Possibly it's quite scary, I guess. But I don't know. I had this thought just seconds ago. I'll let you guys run with it this time.